What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Slade's the place for you!
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Halloween and welcome to the Iowa High School State Volleyball Tournament here in Coralville, Iowa, Extreme Arena. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here this afternoon. We're on to the Class 2A quarterfinals. It is the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines, the 1 seed, taking on the 8th seeded Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont Rockets. Austin, we talked about a dynasty yesterday in Clear Creek, Havana, an absolutely amazing team, one of the best teams that have come across the state tournament. But you can't leave out Dike-New Hartford. They are one of the best team, the best team in the state of Iowa this year. 47-0. They are 29-0 against teams here at the state tournament. They're 40-0 against teams above 500. And oh, by the way, they've only lost one set the entire season.
Yeah, I don't know what else we can say about it. I mean, it's superlatives run out with a team like this. It's just been a dominant season. We talked in our pregame as well when we met up together, Blake, as well, is that they've taken on everybody. You know, they have not ducked one team in the state, 5A, 4A, whatever. They've said, go ahead and let's play, and they've dominated everybody in the whole state right now.
They lost last year in the Class 2A title game to Western Christian. It was one of the biggest upsets we've ever seen. They had a season similar to this. They weren't losing. They were pretty much unblemished. They were dominating people, and then they got to the state tournament championship, and Western Christian had other plans for them. So you know they're a lot more hungry this year, and it's a heavy senior class. You expect them to always be good under Diane Harms, but Peyton Peterson and Jaden Peterson, that 1-2 sister combo, this is their last ride together.
Yeah, it's going to be a bitter taste in the mouth for last season, but it's also going to be an experience to be had to not let something like that happen again this year. So I look for them to keep that in the back of their mind as they get out taking the court here, and I'm sure we're going to see a pretty hungry team.
On the other side for Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont, 26-7 record, coming in on an 11-game winning streak, so a little bit of a streak themselves. They were state semifinalists last year, so they come back with a little bit of vengeance on their mind. They want to make a title game and possibly pull this would be the biggest upset that we've ever seen here at the state tournament. They are led by another sister combo. That's Molly Schaefer and Kate Schaefer. Kate Schaefer, Austin, is a do-it-all type of girl. She's going to UNI to play volleyball. 484 assists and 188 kills. That's got to be one of the best ratios in the state of Iowa.
Yeah, not many setters we have down here are playing all the way around, hitting as well as setting, and she's one of them. Just an amazing season so far for her.
Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont, coached by Gladys Glenskow. Her team going to be ready to go today. They got a tough challenge in front of them as Dike-New Hartford has just cruised through the regular season, a perfect 47-0 record. There's a lot to look forward to here today. It's the 1 seed and the 8 seed. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll be back for your starting lineups. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Thanks for joining us for the 2023 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Volleyball Championship. We hope you are enjoying the competitive action on the court, and we are excited to have President Brent Johnson of the Iowa Farm Bureau here to talk to us about the relationship between Iowa Farm Bureau and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Thanks for joining us, Brent. Your support for youth and education goes beyond the IGHSAU. What other support does Iowa Farm Bureau provide for Iowa's youth?
Well, Iowa's youth is tomorrow's leaders, and we like to support them in so many different ways. So annually, we give over $250,000 in scholarships, and those kids really should reach out to their local Farm Bureau office to find those applications and get it starting in that process. Number two, we've partnered with you and the Boys Association as well to provide concussion insurance. That's something that is only offered in 7 states.
Yep.
In our relationship, we're able to provide that for those families at no cost, so all these students can compete at a high level and know that they're safe doing so. We've also provided over $450,000 to teachers across the entire state so they can equip their classrooms properly.
Awesome. That's great. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Brent, for joining us, and thank you, Farm Bureau, for your support of the Iowa Girl. Back to volleyball.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here. Dike-New Hartford, the 1 seed, taking on 8th-seeded Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. Let's take a look at your road to state here on how both these teams got here. The Rockets defeated Tri-Center in the Region 3 Championship. They've won 11 straight games. 2.9 service aces per set. That's 5th in 2A. Molly Schaefer, 5.7 kills per set. That's 2nd in 2A. We talked about her sister Kate. And for Dike-New Hartford, a perfect 47-0 record, defeated ACGC in the regional final. 13.7 kills per set, 12.9 assists per set. That's best in the entire state, not just the class, in the entire state. And then Peyton Peterson, a .473 kill efficiency. That is the best in 2A. The Peterson sisters really are the bread and butter of this offense. And in a way, in every sport they play, they're multi-sport athletes. And that's what just makes it even crazier.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique situation that they've got themselves into. I mean, they're just going to reload next year and probably have just as good of a team as they always do, but this is going to be a tough shoes to fill when these guys are out of here.
Diane Harms and her team have just been phenomenal. There's no other words for it. 33rd state tournament appearance. That's second most in the entire state overall. They're 29-0, like I said, against state tournament teams this year. And in the last 4 years, they've had a record of 178-8. So they don't lose a lot. They don't like losing. And that's just kind of the memo that Dike-New Hartford has had. But you say it's a dynasty, but at the same time, a loss last year in a title game, that's a little bit of a blemish on their record. They look to clear that up today and look for a huge win against an EBF team that has been here before, was semifinalist last year. It seems like it's a tough task, but what is EBF going to have to do to slow down the Wolverines?
I was trying to think about that, and I was thinking about, serve receive is going to be the first thing, just to make sure that you're checking off your fundamentals and control what you can control at the beginning of the match. You want to get that block up there, see what you can do there, but when you have that opportunity to get an in-system ball, you've got to terminate and get that ball rolling in your direction.
Dike-New Hartford's not a heavy blocking team by any means. 234 blocks as a team. Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont has 190. And granted, the Rockets have played much less games than Dike-New Hartford. And like you said, 47-0 record. They literally went out and said, let's just schedule every hard opponent we can. They've played almost the entire CIML. They've beaten them. The only team that has put a set dent in them was Dowling Catholic earlier in the season. Dowling Catholic's the number 1 seeded team in Class 5A. They will compete with the best of the best. There's no doubt about it. The team that beat Dike-New Hartford last year in the championship game, Western Christian, is currently on the ropes. They are leading 2-1 on court number 2 against Center Point Urbana, but they're down 17-16, and CPU has already won a set, and they're trying to take 2 straight. That is a long streak in and of itself. That Western Christian has made it to 23 straight state semifinals. This is their first year in Class 3A. So they beat Dike-New Hartford, and then they run away. They said, okay, we'll get out of here. We'll go up to Class 3A. But could be a tight one on court 2. Keep an eye on that one as well. We'll send it down to our PA announcer for your starting lineups here for Dike-New Hartford and Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont.
Fans, welcome to today's 2023 Girls State Volleyball Quarterfinal matchup featuring the Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont Rockets and the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Brecken Schillings of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont, Mike and Nancy Lane, and accepting their award on their behalf is Kurt Johnston. And from Dike-New Hartford, Wade McDonough. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in today's quarterfinal matchup. First for the Rockets of Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. Number 7, Haley Boyer. Number 12, Brooklyn Bettis. Number 21, Zoe Nichols. Number 22, Emma Neese. Number 29, Kinley Labarek. Number 35, Lainey Batterson. Number 38, Elise Grove. Assistant coaches for the Rockets, Robin Taylor and Tori Alexander. And now the starters for the Rockets. Number 1, Molly Schaefer. Number 4, Lily Davis. Number 11, Kate Schaefer. Number 27, Lacey Taylor. Number 34, Ella Ray. Number 46, Alaya Wogamon. The libero, number 16, Kaylee Helm. The head coach, Gladys Genskow. Now let's meet the Wolverines of Dike-New Hartford. First, the non-starters. Number 3, Addie Joslin. Number 4, Claire McCumber. Number 6, Maddie Buskol. Number 7, Indy Grassley. Number 9, Kaylin Meester. Number 11, Izzy Norton. Number 13, Mallory Peterson. Number 14, Peyton Nolan. And number 15, Keely Cowton. Assistant coaches for Dike-New Hartford, Lawrence Harms, Abby Perez, and Emma Eden. And now the starters for Dike-New Hartford. Number 1, Lucy Barney. Number 2, Marin Bixby. Number 5, Shelby Ort. Number 8, Jaden Peterson. Number 12, Shannon Mormon. And number 21, Peyton Peterson. The libero for the Wolverines, number 10, Abby Jensen. Dike-New Hartford is coached by Diane Harms. The officials for the match are first referee, Casey Hopp, Harry Erickson, and line judges, Daryl Meyer and Brandon Slaughter. Let's play state tournament volleyball.
And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Western Christian defeats Center Point Urbana, so 3A field is all wrapped up. And we are ready to go here on court number 1 for the Class 2A quarterfinals. Dike-New Hartford, one of the best dynasties here in the state of Iowa, takes another stab at a state tournament run. Fell short last year and looks to complete a title run this year, in a huge, huge task ahead for Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this match starts out. Like I said, the Rockets need to focus on that serve receive to get themselves in system and see what they can do to start to make some trouble for the Wolverines.
Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont on the right side of your screen in black. Dike-New Hartford will be in blue and black on the left side of your screen. And here we go, ready to get going. We're off and running in the Class 2A quarterfinals. Marin Bixby starts us off with a kill attack. That one goes wide, and Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont has the first point of the day. One thing about EBF, they never gave up more than 10 points at a set in their regional tournament. That is a crazy stat to think about.
Yeah.
But this is a team that doesn't let you score, and they will just score in bunches. That's how it works. Kaylee Helm was the one to serve. A near side kill attempt, good dig by Helm. And the Wolverines retry. Here's Peterson. Peterson, that one's touched off a couple fingers, and Dike-New Hartford will have the point. Jaden Peterson, 33 assists, 378 kills. She's headed to UNI. Next fall, Claire McCumber, the senior, will serve for the Wolverines. A setup and a hard kill attempt right down the middle for Molly Schaefer.
Nice back row attack set there from sister to sister. Just destroyed that ball. Good step in the right direction for the Rockets.
Talked about Molly Schaefer. She and her sister Kate, a jack of all trades. They can kill, they can assist, they can block, they can do it all. Bixby over the middle, and Helm clears everybody out. 2-1 lead for the Rockets. That one goes wide. Or excuse me, it was touched. Touched last second. The Rockets take a 3-1 lead. This is Kate Schaefer serving here. Kate and Molly, both juniors, so still a lot to look forward to for their future, as that's going to be a service error heading the other way. You can't have errors in general, but you can't have errors against one of the best teams the state's ever seen.
Yeah, I need to keep those serves in and keep the pressure on. The free points, you just cannot give up free points to Dike-New Hartford.
A serve on the way by Jaden Peterson. And that one's knocked up in the air. Rockets try to corral it. It's hit back across by Molly Schaefer. And a near side draw, and that one goes flying out of the air. There's the power of Peyton Peterson. She's headed to Louisville to play for the Cardinals for volleyball. 560 kills this year. That's third most in the state of Iowa.
Just a gaudy number.
And we talked about an all-around athlete. She's been on the basketball all-tournament team captain 3 times, so every year. And she's been on the volleyball all-captain twice. She could become a high number and a high record holder this winter if Dike-New Hartford makes it back to the basketball tournament. There's another kill for Marin Bixby.
Bixby runs the slide to the outside. Nice little line shot. She curls right around the backside of the setter.
Jaden Peterson will serve once again. 64 service aces this season. As I say that, she puts one in the net for a service error. 4-4 tie here to start things out between these two. Rockets, a 26-7 record, comes in with an 11-game winning streak, though, which can help a ton coming into the state tournament if you're playing high-level volleyball. A setup in the middle by Addie Jocelyn, and that one drops in for Dike-New Hartford. That's Bixby again. It's her second kill of the day. And the thing is, with Dike-New Hartford, it's not like they have a ton of size. They only have one listed over 6 foot, and that's Marin Bixby. It's more like the power that they bring to the table.
Just perfect technique on their approaches and on their swings. Not much else to say as you watch them going out here. I mean, you even look down the line, you got 328 kills, 378 kills, 560 kills. I mean, any one of those numbers on any other team would be probably a team leader.
Like we talked about, they lead the state in kills and assists per set, the entire state, not just Class 2A, all the teams in the state of Iowa. How about a great kill on the backside by Molly Schaefer catching the corner?
Yeah, there's definitely some arm talent on this Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont team. Just a matter of being able to handle those balls that are coming over the top on the defense and getting a good set to, or a good pass to the setter.
The Schaefers could give a lot of problems there for Dike-New Hartford. There's a kill down the middle by Shannon Mormon, the junior. Like I said, a lot of the playmakers on this Dike-New Hartford team, the stat getters, are seniors, but they do have a good, healthy lineup underneath them. And like you said, they don't rebuild, they just retool it.
Yeah, just reload.
Schaefer gets blocked back. Mormon and company. I think Shelby Ort was in there as well.
Yeah, trying to move Schaefer around a little bit with some different sets. They took that one just a little bit pushed outside of the middle when she's usually on the outside trying to get a different look, and Dike-New Hartford said no thanks. And we see another shot from Peterson there, just destroys that overpass.
Oh my goodness, that thing was too easy. Flew over the top and Peyton spikes it back down to the ground.
Might be a slight dent in the floor over there right there.
Lucy Varney, the junior, on the serve, and the Rockets try to corral it. Schaefer to the backside, picked up by Abby Jensen, the sophomore libero. Peterson tried again, and we're going to have it in the net on Dike-New Hartford.
Yeah, Yeah, I think they could have called under the net as well on the setter. Setter threw herself down there and kind of stepped over the line there as well. So a couple shots or a couple things that probably could have called on that one.
Lily Davis on the serve for the Rockets. They'll go to the middle to Peterson. It's blocked up in the air, and a great job by Helm to go and get it. Back to the back line, set up by Lucy Varney, and Peterson gets blocked back. Kate Schaefer.
That's your 6-foot setter for you on the outside. Had no problems in getting that one down.
9-7 lead for Dike-New Hartford. And Lily Davis will serve. Davis, 49 service aces on the season. That's not one of them. And Peterson goes into the net. Slower start here for the Wolverines. And the Rockets are hanging tough. The Schaefer sisters are going to cause a lot of problems. I mean, they can really get things rolling here. That one goes out on Davis, so a side out, and they'll give Dike-New Hartford the 10th point of the match. Dike-New Hartford 40-0 this season against teams above 500. They've only played 7 teams that had records below 500. That one drops in right in front. That's Molly Schaefer again. That is Molly's 4th kill of the day already. That leads all on the floor. And a serve by Molly here. Picked up by Lucy Varney, and that one goes wide on Peterson. Too far gone, and we're tied at 10. And the Rockets have done what nobody in the regional title or regional championship could do, is score 10 or more in a set against Dike-New Hartford. Great serve, just barely over the net. Here comes Peterson. Peterson drops it in. That's Jaden with the big play.
I think the key to what the Rockets are trying to do is they're trying to move their hitters around into some different spots. I think Molly, with those 4 kills, I think she's had 2 to the outside, 1 in the middle, and 1 on the opposite. So just looking for some different opportunities to get her up against different blockers as well.
There's a service ace there for Abby Jensen. Talk about the UNI Panthers. That volleyball team is going to get 2 really good teammates in Maren Bixby and Jaden Peterson. It's great enough, or it's good enough that they work together here so well at Dike-New Hartford. And now you're going over to Cedar Falls, and you're going to get even better.
Yeah.
Kate Schaefer drops it in. I'll have to keep track on the Schaefer sisters, how many kills they have today. They are racking them in here early. And Kaylee Helm, the libero junior, will serve. 39 service aces this season, 29 assists for her. That one might have gone long, but nobody came up to go get it. Molly Schaefer from the back row. Up top to Jaden Peterson. Push across by Schaefer. And another near side ball, and 2 girls go for the same spot, and it drops in.
Yeah, Jaden just took a little bit off of that one, not a full swing. She got up there and cocked that arm and just followed through just a little bit and was able to just place that into more of a little spot than actually hit that hard. But that change of pace definitely throws off those defensive players.
Claire McCumber is in to serve. She gets it across. Set up on the far side. Peterson gets it past the block. No. Out of bounds, and it will be 13-11, Dike-New Hartford. 13-12, excuse me. Boy, good start for the Rockets. Impressive start. That one served into the net by Schaefer. Couple service errors here. Both teams trying to get those dialed in. It's one thing another for Dike-New Hartford. They don't make a lot of errors. They're a team that if you're going to beat them, they've almost got to beat themselves in some assets of the game. Schaefer spikes that thing right toward the libero, and there wasn't much that Abby Jensen could do. They'll line this one up 14-13. That one knocked up in the air, and they'll try again with Addie Jocelyn. And that one's blocked back, but a good save by the Wolverines. Peterson tries to go right back, and it's not going to work. Aliyah Wagamon, the senior, with the big play.
Just hung up in the air as that ball was coming over and was able to stuff that one right back down one-handed.
An upcoming serve for Lacey Taylor, I believe. Or nope, that was Zoe Nichols. Nope, it was Taylor. Numbers are hard to see. An upcoming serve that goes long, and it is going to be 14-15, Dike-New Hartford. Again, I'm impressed. Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont really hanging tough here. Wolverines have not been able to pull away. Also don't know if Diane Harms has stood up the entire match. Jocelyn sets over to Peterson, and Peterson just catches the line.
They called it out. They called that ball out.
Oh, called it out.
They did.
And Aliyah Wagamon will be the one to serve here, trailing or tied at 15 apiece. A long kill, gonna drop in. Nicely done by Shannon Mormon, the junior.
Yeah, Shannon Mormon was able to just hit right over the top of that block in the middle. That's one of the places that the Rockets are gonna struggle a little bit, is on those middle hits.
3 kills for Jaden Peterson. And my goodness, what power by Molly Schaefer.
But Kate Schaefer was able to take that almost an overpass, was able to get 2 hands on it to get it outside to her sister, and the sister's able to put that one away. Nice set from her out of the middle.
They both can jump.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a phenomenal. Height is one thing, but if you can jump, that's another big one. Wolverines, they're trading blows here. That was Jaden Peterson on another kill. That's her 4th of the match. 2 digs as well. Yeah, we're going back and forth here. Here's Peyton Peterson on the serve. Set up in the middle. And a near side hit by Kate Schaefer won't go. They'll try to the other side, and Peterson drops it in. I think what really helps Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont in this spot, you got 2 girls that can really make a difference. Same thing with Dike-New Hartford, 2 girls that are always on top of their game. Helps things straighten out just a little bit more in a way. And a timeout is called by Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont, trailing by 2. Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships available. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Well, 18-16 here so far. And to any other person, you'd probably be like, oh, that's volleyball. Well, Dike-New Hartford doesn't play this close usually against these teams. So I know that, they're trailing, but very impressed by the Rockets so far.
Yeah, the Rockets got to be exactly where they want to be. Their offense is clicking pretty well. They're defending as best as they can, trying to stay in points. They've done that throughout this whole first set. So kudos to them for kind of controlling what they can control, as I said in the opening, and seeing what they could do with their hitters themselves.
So 18-16 coming out of the break. Do you like that timeout by Glenskow?
Probably. You don't want to, if you're this close at this point to the match, let's not get it out of hand and get to 20 and have to hold a dig out of. Just reset, and it worked. It worked. Got a iced the server and served it in the net.
Peyton Peterson puts one in the net. It is 18-17. An upcoming spot here for Schaefer. I thought that was going to go long, but it stays in. Peterson somehow was saved, and it's a point. Lily Davis unintentionally scores a point, and we're tied at 18.
Or she would say intentionally. So yeah, you gotta own plays like that.
Gosh.
Self-preservation hits in situations like that.
What a play. Tied at 18. Peterson goes back. It hits the standard, and it's going to be Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont point.
And they take the lead in 19-18.
I'm telling you, this is not normal. The Rockets have come to play today. And it's the Schaefer sisters really trying to get their team rolling. A set up to the middle. Peterson from the back row. That goes long, and it's 20-18 EBF. And Diane Harms says, I need to call a timeout. Well, okay. How about this? Fans official state tournament merchandise is now available online. It's time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here this afternoon. 1-seeded Dike-New Hartford trails 8-seeded Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont 20-18. I swear they didn't put me on this just because it's Blakesburg, but somehow that's 2 years in a row I get put on EBF's match. But
I think I did this one with you last year as well.
I think so.
I think that's what I've only seen Schaefer's that time as well, and they're just a unique problem.
Yeah.
There's not very many people that can do all the things that they can do consistently on a court.
Hard to plan for.
It is.
Rockets lead by 2. Peterson gets it blocked. It's recovered up front by Lucy Varney. Peterson tries to drop it across, and Schaefer almost had it again. They try to go to the back line, and nobody's there. And remember, Dike-New Hartford's only lost 1 set the entire season. And that was to the number 1 seed in Class 5A, Dowling Catholic. So even if EBF doesn't win this game, in general, taking a set would be something that you can only say 2 teams have now done. There's a kill for Schaefer again. Kate Schaefer. 21-19 Rockets. And Kaylee Helm will be the one to serve. They go up to the net, and that one sneaks past Marin Bixby and company. Bixby, the captain on this team, 328 kills coming into this afternoon. Rockets lead by 1. And an upcoming serve by Clara McCumber. Well, it's a good one. It just barely got over the net. Schaefer able to push it back across. Here comes Peterson. Jumped in front of by Lily Davis. Schaefer from the back row. That's going to be a tough play. Dike-New Hartford can't get there. It is literally a 1-2 punch of the Schaefer sisters. I mean, it is. Molly's already got 7 kills today.
I mean, the Rockets just have to play side-out volleyball here the rest of the set, and they take this first set.
Knocked up in the air, a diving attempt, hit across by Jensen. They go to the middle, and a blooper across by Wagamon won't go. Marin Bixby drops it across, and that's going to go down for a point. One-point lead. Jaden Peterson will be back to serve. 64 service aces this season. To the middle to Schaefer. Schaefer puts it in the net, and that'll be a point for Dike-New Hartford. It felt like they were 1 step ahead, and you have that error, and you're like, ooh, didn't need that one. And I think that's exactly what Coach Glenskow says. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Dike-New Hartford, the 1 seed, tied with the 8 seed Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont at 22 apiece. The Rockets trying to do what only one team has done so far this year, and that's win a set against the Wolverines. The Schaefer sisters have come to play. Molly Schaefer already has 7 kills, but it's Wolverine ball here off the serve, upcoming by Jaden Peterson. Knocked up in the air by Davis. To the middle to Schaefer. Peterson comes in to make a play. Marin Bixby drops it in. There's just so much power, and it can come in 3-4 different places for Dike-New Hartford. First lead in a bit here for the Wolverines. That one goes long, and that one doesn't go in. Boy, the Wolverines, or the Rockets, caught a huge break. because nobody was set on the near side, and the Wolverines send it wide.
Yeah, that whole side of the court was pretty much wide open as they took that overpass and just accidentally hit it out of bounds.
Lacey Taylor, the sophomore, on the serve. Set up in the middle by Addie Jocelyn, and Peterson will drop it across, and nobody's there. They expect power, and they weren't ready for a quick blooper cross, and Dike-New Hartford is at set point. But, man, they've had to fight for it. Upcoming ball by Marin Bixby on the serve. Kaylee Helm is in the middle. They go to Schaefer, and it's blocked back. Marin Bixby. Dike-New Hartford takes the set, 25-23. They lead 1-0. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here this afternoon. Dike-New Hartford takes set number 1 over Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. But Austin, it wasn't without a couple issues. 25-23. I mean, Dike-New Hartford hasn't played that close of a set in a while.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of volleyball to be played today. These sisters on Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont, just solid players. I remember watching them play last year. They're not going to give up on this match at all, so I expect to see a lot of stuff happening here.
Celebrating 60 years, Sukup Manufacturing offers decades of quality products from a family-owned business. A winning combination, producing innovative, reliable grain storage and grain handling products. Visit sukup.com. Take a look. I mean, it's pretty even across the board. Kills a little bit more, assist a little bit more. Yes, you'd expect Dike-New Hartford to win, but there wasn't a ton of mistakes by the Rockets, and I think that was the big point going forward.
Yeah, just keeping the ball play. I think we talked about in between, maybe during one of the timeouts breaks there, is that Eddyville is going to have to make sure that they keep the cute stuff away from them. They need to swing on these hits because the fundamentals for the Wolverines are very, very solid. So they're going to pick up any of those tips, dinks, things like that come over unconventionally. They're going to be ready for them.
Marin Bixby, she has really caught fire here. 6 kills for her already. Make it 7. She gives Dike-New Hartford the 1-0 lead. That's the thing you and I talked about during the break. How does EBF come out in this second one? We've seen teams hold close, but then Dike-New Hartford just pulls away. Molly Schaefer up to Helm, and Helm dumps it across. Set up in the middle. And that one drops in. Another big play. That time it's Jaden Peterson.
Well, I think we see the common denominator here at the end of the last set to the beginning of this set is that middle set. The Rockets really don't have any answer for that there. They're trying hard to get a block up, but it's just really not happening right now.
A service ace for Abby Jensen, the sophomore libero, a Kruger Seeds service ace. Make sure to check out more on KrugerSeed.com to learn more about your local Kruger Seeds dealer. Schaefer, back to Schaefer, and it's picked up by Lucy Varney. Peterson drops it in past the block. And the Wolverines jump out quick, 4-0.
Jaden trying to get into the assist game with that set out to her sister on the outside.
Jensen continues to serve on now a service error to go. And the Rockets have their first point.
It's going to be a crucial couple points here for the Rockets to try to get back into this game, because it could easily get out of hand very quickly with a team like the Wolverines.
That's not what you wanted on a service error, so the Wolverines get it right back, and it's 5-1. About to get going on the second court. Hinton taking on Applington Parkersburg on court number 2. That is the 2 seed versus the 7 seed. Hinton only 1 loss this season. The winner of this game gets the winner of Denver versus Sumner Fredericksburg, as that one goes long. Another error on an attack. That game is immediately following this game. Boy, Denver and Sumner Fred, they have played each other quite a few times this year. Denver and Dike-New Hartford, that's about the most classic game that you'll see over and over again. Point for the Rockets. Lacey Taylor is on to serve, the sophomore. Taylor, 34 kills this year, 31 service aces. That one misses wide. And now we're having a couple service errors on both sides. Not really getting much playing here.
No, it's unfortunate for the Rockets. They need to keep these balls at play to try to get into some of these points, giving away free points to this team. And another service error here as well. That's 4 in a row, I believe.
Let's just settle in here a little bit.
Exactly.
You know?
I could see this maybe happen in the first set, but not in the second set. Everybody should be pretty good warmed up.
Alaya Wagamon is on to serve here. Finally, we get a ball in play. Bixby drops it in. She got that past 2 blockers, and then Wagamon couldn't quite get there in time. A spot up coming here for Marin Bixby, with the Wolverines leading by 5. A droop across by Schaefer, and a heck of a dig by Claire McCumber, and that point's going to work for Dike-New Hartford. I think Rockets thought it was a...
I thought it was a back row attack.
Yeah, that's what...
I definitely thought she stepped over that line, but...
I guess not. No call, 9-3. Rockets got to get something rolling here. Schaefer. Somehow, nope. Double hit.
Contact.
Boy, she would have had a really nice play if that did count. Bixby again to serve. The Wolverines are on a little bit of run here, up 10-3. Peterson's there to save it in the middle. Schaefer hits it back across. And a quick little volley moving here. Peterson won't go for Peyton. Boy, the Wolverines just move so quickly around. Both teams are moving great. Jaden sends it across, back up to Molly. That one's blocked away, and Dike-New Hartford has the point. This is the Dike-New Hartford we expect to see.
And just look how quickly it just ran away. We're up to an 8-point lead here, 11-3, just in a blink of an eye.
Coach Glenskow holding on to her timeouts here. Molly Schaefer tries again. The Wolverines are there, back to the inside, and it's another big kill for Peyton Peterson. And it looks like a timeout will be called by the Rockets. It's all Dike-New Hartford in set number 2, 12-3. We'll be right back.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. It's Jersey Day up at the Dike-New Hartford student section. We got a Croatia jersey. We got a UNI Panthers jersey from what looks to be old.
Yeah.
Most likely the Ali Verokmanesh days when they upset Kansas. Couple football jerseys. Dike-New Hartford plays Grundy Center for a spot at the Dome on Friday night. The first time those two teams played, it was 7-6. Should be a good one. Molly Schaefer trying to get her girls back rolling. She has a kill to start us off here out of the timeout. It's 12-4.
Yeah, during that timeout, it looks like Coach Ginskow just dialed up the best play that they had, and that was it. And she puts that one away fairly easily.
8-point lead for the Wolverines, who only won by 2 in set number 1. Kaylee Helm tries to get to the floor, can't make a play, and it's 13-4. What's changed here for Dike-New Hartford, or defensively that now Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont having trouble keeping up?
I just think the consistency that Rockets had there in the first game there just isn't there in the second game. A lot of the passes are off kilter. Sets are not on the net, giving them an opportunity to take it off the block or cut shot it. Just throwing off the timing a little bit with the serve receive, I think, is the biggest problem so far for the Rockets in the second set.
Peyton Pearson drops it in. It's a 10-point lead for the Wolverines. Near side to Kate Schaefer, and Kate air sails it. And the lead is 11. Jaden Peterson, 5 kills. Jaden Peterson, 8 kills. Peyton Peterson, 5 kills. Schaefer, that's off a hand, and the point will go to the Rockets.
Now serving number 1 is Molly Schaefer.
Gonna put Molly back to serve here. Over the net, good dig. Quick play up by Shannon Mormon. Have called her name a couple times today. That one goes up against the net. Couple long balls trying to be caught up and back to, but nothing rolling there for the Rockets, and another serve upcoming for Peyton Peterson. Davis near side to Taylor, and Taylor sends it long. Couple more mistakes as well this time around.
Unforced errors for the Rockets are rearing their ugly head here as they go down 12 here in the second set.
Taylor on the floor, spiked back down by Peterson. It's just too easy currently for the Rockets, or for the Wolverines. 25 kills to EBF's 12. An 18-5 advantage. Taylor pushes it across. Peterson again, that was touched. And it'll be a point for Dike-New Hartford. I was going to say.
Oh, did they call? Hold on here.
I don't know. I thought it was touch. So
I thought it was touch as well. And I think they gave the point to Dike, and I think the Rockets just think that they got that point, but I don't know what's going to happen here.
We'll send it to a break, 19-5.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here this afternoon. Dike-New Hartford cruising here in set number 2. 19-5 is the lead here over the 8-seeded Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont Rockets. The Rockets held tough in that first set, only lost by 2, as there's a service error on the Rockets. Or service ace, I should say, on the Wolverines. And Peyton Peterson will serve again.
Yeah, the consistency we saw the Rockets in the first set just is not here in the second. Just the ball spring all over here, trying to get something to work, and the call
in the net.
In the net, okay.
How about .304 hitting percentage for Dike-New Hartford? It's like the best number I've seen this entire tournament. Schaefer back to the middle. A setup by Varney. And back and forth we go. Jensen calls everybody off. They'll go to the near side to Peterson. It's blocked back, but a point for Dike-New Hartford as the block goes out of bounds. Also doesn't feel like the Rockets are getting any lucky bounce.
No, it's all the 50-50 balls that they were kind of having a chance at in that first set completely dissipated.
You won't see a more lopsided first set to second set difference. I mean, the first set was as close as it could be. The Rockets looked like they were going to be winning that set at one point. And now, just like that, the Wolverines have turned it on. Davis, far side to Schaefer. Kate can't get it to fall. They'll go all the way to a running Peterson. It's off the hands, and it'll be a point for Dike-New Hartford.
Set point number 1 for the second set.
Another set point, like you said, 24-5. And Peterson will serve. Dropped across, Taylor to Davis. Schaefer, block back. Jaden Peterson, why not? 25-5, a dominant showing in set number 2 as Dike-New Hartford will take a 2-0 lead over Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Wow.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Being your family's grocery store isn't just about having the best butcher cut meat or the freshest produce. It's not about having the highest quality online shopping or experts who handpick your groceries. And it's not just about giving you the most affordable prices. Being your family's grocery store means making sure that you have all of that. And that's why at Fairway Meat and Grocery, it's what we've always been about.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Dike-New Hartford, the 1 seed on top of Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. The 8 seed, 25-5 in set number 2. Take a look at a couple of your Sukup Manufacturing stats to keep an eye out on for this one so far. 28 kills for Dike-New Hartford to Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont's 12. Hitting percentage, it's pretty good for Dike-New Hartford, a .322. It's a perfect 0, so not negative or positive for Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. Take a look at the aces, the digs, the blocks. Everything is just going Dike-New Hartford's way.
Yeah, just about a 180, complete 180 from the first set to the second set, even though Dike-New Hartford did win that first set. But just as Blakeburg, Fremont's got to ask some questions to see what kind of toughness they have to try to get back into this match again.
Kaylee Helm starts us off with the serve, and we're off and running in set number 3 as Marian Bixby knocks that thing across, and it's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Wolverines. It was Lucy Varney, excuse me. And you talked about it during our break. It's not just how easy it came for Dike-New Hartford, it's how quick it came.
Yeah,
like it was just an avalanche that you just couldn't stop. McCumber on the serve. Schaefer from the back line. Picked up by Jensen. Bixby blocked back. Somehow it was reached out and gotten by Peyton Peterson. And that one's blocked back by Schaefer.
Yeah, 2 blocks on that little transaction there. Like you said, I don't know how Peterson just stuck out an arm and it went up perfectly right to the setter. It's crazy how that happens sometimes with volleyball, but it definitely does.
Kate Schaefer will now serve. It just gets over the net. There's a service ace for the Rockets. Kruger Seeds service ace. 12 kills already today for Jaden Peterson. 7 for Molly Schaefer. Lauren Bixby right down the center. Ties it at 2. Don't forget, coming up after this, the winner of this game will see the winner of the next game. Number 4th ranked Denver takes on number 5th ranked Sumner Fredericksburg. The Cyclones and the Cougars ready to get going. Should be a good one. Here on the Girls Union Digital Network. Peterson, hard kill. Kaylee Helm couldn't do much. It flies out of bounds.
Yeah, Helm was in the right place, just couldn't get that platform leveled out a little bit to get that ball a little bit more straight up in the air.
One year we'll get speedometers on the floor so we can see how fast these volleyballs are flying. Schaefer, another strong kill attempt, but it's picked up. And back to the far corner goes Marin Bixby. This is where the Wolverines pulled away in that second set. As there's a service error on Jaden Peterson, so it'll be right back to the Rockets. And that first set, it was just the Rockets did not make mistakes. It was pretty straightforward. They kept everything in front of them. Dike-New Hartford made a couple slip-ups, but ever since then, it's been all DNH. Last one knocked high in the air. Schaefer goes over to the sideline to pick it up, and Lucy Taylor air mails it to the back line. Not a terrible drive for the Wolverine crowd out in Jersey night. Just off to the side of Cedar Falls, a little bit to the west of Cedar Falls is where Dike-New Hartford is located, and then Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont's down in southern Iowa, southeastern Iowa. Jaden Peterson, or Peyton Peterson on the kill attempt, won't go. Kaylee Helm and company are there to corral it. A blooper over the top. And a good dig by Schaefer. The volley continues. Peterson, that time, finds the gap.
Pretty impressive there. I think that almost hit right on the line from the cross court.
Eyes were just searching. They knew where they wanted to go. And she drops one in for a big one. 6-3. That one just drops over the net. Kate Schaefer had her back turned, and she didn't even know it hit her, as it's a service ace. A couple of Kruger Seeds service aces for them today. Marin Bixby is serving. Schaefer came flying in on the near side, and that one's going to be dropped in for another kill. That's Shannon Mormon. Comes in bunches.
It does, yeah. The block there bit on the dump there, thought it was going to get dumped, and there was that separated the double block. There was a potential having there from that middle shot, and this was not there. Ace serve right after that.
That one just went wide. There's been a couple of those that they just had a little off on the hand. 9-3 Wolverines. Bixby, again, another great serve. Schaefer, kill attempt, won't go. Or it does go, just off the side. It was touched.
Tool off the block there.
And Wagamon will serve. Hinton takes set number 1 over Athlington Parkersburg over on court number 1, or court number 2. It's the 2 versus 7 game. Nice play right down the middle for Shannon Mormon. A couple more IMT insurance substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. 10-4 Dike-New Hartford. Schaefer on a kill attempt won't go. They'll go to the middle to Lucy Varney, and a delayed hit by Peterson won't find its way across. Peterson tries again, and that time it goes.
Yeah, touched off for the block there and sent it out of bounds on a strong tool.
One thing about the Wolverines, it's very businesslike. They don't celebrate really at all after they score. They go right back to the huddle, and they move on.
Yeah, we talked about that in between game 1 and game 2. Is just they were just like weren't even really phased at being almost beat there 25-23, and no emotion. They won the game, and it's like, hey, we were supposed to win this one and moved on.
Wash, rinse, repeat for Dike-New Hartford. A 12-4 lead in set number 3, trying to put the sweep here on Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. That one drops in on the back line for Molly Schaefer. Winner of Hinton and Applington-Parkersburg on the other court gets the winner of Grundy Center and Kemper Catholic. Two very solid teams. The NICL conference is loaded. I think 5 teams here at the state tournament. Just an unreal conference. Controlled by Dike-New Hartford. That's a good block back. Nicely done by Ella Ray and company. But another one finds his way in for Peterson. Jaden Peterson's got 14 kills today, or 13 kills. The Rockets want a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament. 13-5. Dike-New Hartford on top of Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont. Here in set number 3, Dike-New Hartford up 2-0.
Well, Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont's at 5 points right now, so they bested their point total in the second game here. So, or they tied it at least. So hopefully they can build a little bit on this and start to put some points together, get back in this game.
And it's like we said, the 23 was just so wild because in the regional tournament, Dike-New Hartford didn't give up more than 10 points in a single set. So, you know, it's just kind of a simple go. Wolverines probably happy they didn't have to leave their home court. They could just show up, get the job done, and move on. A 14-5 advantage. Up the middle, Peterson drops it in. Nope, good recovery by Lacey Taylor. Ella Ray patrolling in the middle for the Rockets, and that one's knocked over the top. I think that was Shelby Orr. Yes, it was.
Yeah, everything going right for the Wolverines right now. I think that one hit solid tape there, but just rolled over like it was a normal shot anyways.
Far side, Schaefer finds a way right past the diving Lucy Varney. A 15-6 advantage for the Wolverines. Trying to cruise to a 3-0 lead, 3-0 finish, and move on to the state semifinals. That one flies off of Schaefer. 14 kills for Jaden Peterson, 12 assists for Lucy Varney, 9 kills for Peyton Peterson. In the middle, Schaefer just misses the corner. Rockets semifinalists last year. Doesn't look like they'll get there this year. I knew, obviously, a tough draw to take on the Wolverines in round 1. That one hit off high, and it touches a Wolverine, so the Rockets take the point. But a terrific job by Gladys Glenskow and that entire Rocket team, an 11-game winning streak to end the season. Working their way here to the state tournament. They just so happen to run into a juggernaut.
Yep, it's nice block there from the Rockets. Had a double block up there in the middle. We're able to put that one right back over the Wolverine side to get the point.
It's Kate Schaefer and Elia Wagamon in on the block. (17-8), Wolverines on top. Peterson Did that catch the corner? Yes, it did. That's the thing, like, they flirt with the corners and they can just hit them every single time.
Yeah, it's that even had a little space that she could have been a little bit more precise, but just so easy, just following through on a regular hit, not too hard, not too soft, and just put it in a beautiful position.
Nice push across by Schaefer, nothing going there. Jaden Peterson, that one's blocked out of bounds. 19-8 Wolverines. Jaden, 378 kills coming in, 295 digs, leading the team in so many categories as that one goes long for the Rockets. They'll take it. Kate Schaefer will line back up at the back line for a serve. Schaefer sends it long. I will say that first set, I think the Rockets played the best set you could ever play. And if teams look at film, they're going to look at that first round for Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont to see what to do the rest of the tournament. Now, not every team has two Schaefer sisters that are phenomenal.
Going to follow it up with they got a unique skill set that they can just do everything. Both of them can do everything.
And I tell you what, Dike-New Hartford loses a lot of power, a lot of star power this season or at the end of this season. Schaefer sisters come back next year. Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont could be a legit contender for the Class 2A title. Somehow that ball gets over the net. Dike-New Hartford's there. Peterson drops it right past the two blockers. And they close in, 21-10.
Yeah, you got two players on with the Rockets. Lily Davis is a senior. They'll be losing her. And then Leah Wagamon will be a senior as well, the middle hitter. So they'll have to make some replacements. But the core of this team is out there on the court right now and has got at least one more year.
It's a tough conference. Obviously finished second in their conference this year behind Knoxville. Wagamon to serve, 21-11. Wolverines closing in on a state semifinal appearance. Peyton Peterson with another kill. She's at 10. How about Addie Jocelyn? Came into today, 623 assists, just a sophomore. She's having a pretty good day. Varney with 13 assists. Peterson from the middle, picked up by Schaefer. The Schaefer sisters go back and forth and nothing going. Peyton Peterson hugs the line. Yes, she did get it. Official ruled it wrong, and it will be a 23-11 advantage. A serve on the way by Lucy Varney. A near side play by Schaefer, and that one's going to go wide, and Schaefer will take it. One thing that's really interesting, the Wolverines have 6 captains: Lucy Varney, Marin Bixby, Addie Jocelyn, Jaden Peterson, Kaylin Meester, and Peyton Peterson. Which Kaylin Meester I'm not really sure about. That might be an issue on bound that the coach put in, because Meester's only a freshman.
Got it, makes sense.
Two players go after it, and they can't save it. Everybody's hitting the floor. Taylor and Helm go after it, and it is match set point for Dike-New Hartford. Who else but Peyton Peterson to serve here for the Wolverines? A lineup for Schaefer. It is blocked back by Jaden Peterson. Who else? Dike-New Hartford defeats Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont 3-0, 25-3, 25-5, and 25-12. We will send it down to our PA announcer for your bracket and trophy presentation.
Today's final score by fairway, Dike-New Hartford defeats Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont 3-0. Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medallion in commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Jean Berger and Aaron Gerlich. Congratulations to head coach Gladys Genskow and the Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont Rockets on an outstanding 2023 volleyball season. And now, Indy Grassley from Dike-New Hartford will advance her team on the bracket to the semifinal round. Dike-New Hartford fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock right here on court number 1. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls.
Well, what a game it was. It was close in the first set, but Dike-New Hartford takes care of business and closes things out with a 3-0 victory. They still have only lost one set this entire season, and they move to 48-0 on the year. Eddyville-Blakesburg-Fremont drops to 26-8 to finish out their season. They will more than likely be back next year. For Drew Reinhardt on camera, Randy Nielsen, our producer, Austin, good working with you. I'm Blake Walker. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit for Denver and Sumner Fredericksburg. You've been watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, it's being the right place at the right time. And you know, this is true in history with a lot of things.
Agriculture, where it's a moving dynamics out there, you have to have somebody that drives out to their farm and still worries about whether it's rained or what the grain price is, or climb up in the grain bin and make sure that everything's working like it's supposed to.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
This is our son, Sebastian. In 2021, he took half a pill he didn't know was counterfeit.
That tiny pill contained enough fentanyl to kill him almost instantly. Kids buy them on social media and share them with their friends, not realizing how dangerous they are.
Please talk to your kids about not taking anything that's not directly prescribed to them.
Our child will never get to grow up, but we want yours to be able to.